It's time to open up your eyes. What we advise will make you wealthy and wise. You can watch it from.
Stop whatever brand you're looking at, whatever you're buying, whatever you're looking for. You want to be at a place that's going to give you options because things change, the skin changes, and we are all different, you know? Even from mother to daughter. Like, people will tell me I'm like the spitting image of my mom, take it to her skin tone. I actually wear a foundation shade that's a couple shades deeper than hers. But just by looking at us, you would think that we're the same, right? And you can see from side to side. So it still looks like skin. It's nice and even, nice and gorgeous. The skin has a gorgeous glow, but again, it's not about a thick, heavy coverage. And how long did that take me, right? If I wasn't talking so much, it would take me a little less.
Is that adjustable coverage?
Yep, that is just with a full coverage brush. So then that could be this and a little bit of lip gloss, that could be your everyday, right? However, if you felt like you needed a little bit more brightening under the eye, go ahead and look straight up for me. You can always pop on a little under eye concealer.
That's where I go.
Right, under eye concealer, I tell you, is my best friend. People are like, oh, you look amazing. And I'm like, I have on concealer. Because I'll tell you right now, I'll be here with you all this evening until, let's see, I'll be here until about 9:30 tonight. And then I will get myself up at 5 a.m. tomorrow and I will be fresh as a daisy, ready to go in New York City tomorrow morning. I need to be there by 8:30.
No, you don't.
So, yes, I do. But I love my job and I love what I do, so it's not work to me. But to Susan's point earlier, who's going to take me serious as a makeup artist if I don't like look the part, right? So it's all about having the right products for yourself. I'm going to get this under eye concealer right along that lower lash line, because that's where most of the darkness happens in our skin and underneath the eye. And we're going to blend right in. And you're probably noticing all of Bobbi Brown's tones, they're not going red, they're not going orange. They are exact matches to the skin tone so that it just looks like your most natural skin. It's the skin that we wish that we had, but our lives and our environment and what we do for a living have kind of affected it, right? Take a look from side to side. What do you guys think?
Yes, girl.
Woo! You want to
in the mirror.
We all have one, and I know all of you
She already knew I looked good.
and she's like, uh-oh.
We got your PDC on that.
Right, exactly. So already the confidence is coming right on up, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
gorgeous beforehand, obviously,
Yes.
but now you're exuding that confidence. And
Yes.
that's what the power of makeup can do
Yes.
for you.
Yeah.
So, one other thing that you can do, I know there's this word running around. Right now it's a contour word, right? Oh, I want to learn how to contour my face. I'm like, no. Because no, and I'm the pushy makeup lady who will literally tell you what you are and are not going to do at the counter. And the reason is what contour means is it actually means changing what you naturally have. And every woman is beautiful, so why do we need to change what you naturally have? Why do we need to change your face shape? Why do we need to make your nose look smaller? Why do we need to make your lips look bigger? Why do we need to make them look smaller? You know? So at Bobbi likes to highlight the positivity, or strobe, right? And what that really means is it means adding a little bit of shine, a little bit of glow to the high places of the face and highlighting what's gorgeous. So we've got gorgeous cheekbones over here, right?
Yeah, she does.
And so instead of trying to accentuate them with dark lines all over the face, Bobbi's like, no, let's highlight that. Let's add a little bit of shimmer through the T-zone, right? Let's lift. Take a look from side to side again. You see how highlighting, and it's also user friendly, or I'll say like pedestrian friendly, because there's what those supermodels do and those like really, really famous people do, right? Who have a glam squad, but then there's what we have to do to get out of the house. And if you've never ridden side by side with somebody like on a train whose face is contoured, you will literally want to go, what is that? Because it'll literally look like a dark line and you're like, what is that? It photographs beautiful, it's great for TV, it's awesome for Beyonce on stage, but for those of us who work in an office or are in class, it's not hot. So that's a great way to get that look, but again, more pedestrian friendly. So at Bobbi likes to add a little pink or a little coral or a little brightness or a little pop to the cheek. That once again, it actually has the effect on the eye. It makes us look awake. Like you guys are looking at how bright my blush is. I've had this blush on since 8 a.m. and I'm still awake, and I look awake even though I'm like, ooh, I could use a coffee, right? Or better yet, I could probably use a little water. So go ahead and smile for me. And at Bobbi Brown, the brighter the blush, I know it looks kind of scary, right? You're like, really, girl? There's a little putting on here? The brighter the blush, actually, the more neutral it is and the more pedestrian friendly the shade is. Smile for me really big. You want to smile at yourself and apply just a little bit of blush high on that, like little circles, high on the apple of the cheek. And it's not so that you can say like, oh my God, I love your pink blush. That's not what we're looking for. We just want to infuse that natural tone that's in the lip into the cheek, and it gives a beautiful lift to the skin. So that's why you'll see a lot of pinks, you'll see a lot of coral tones at a Bobbi counter, because that's naturally what happens to the skin. Bobbi likes to mimic the flush that you get when you've worked out, when you've been out in the sun, because that's what happens. You get a little rosy. Let me see.
I love that.
And so then for lip, the same thing. The lip, the lip has this beautiful pink tone in the center, right? So a lot of women will come to me and they're like, oh, I don't like pinks, or I don't like this, or I don't like whatever. And I'm like, okay, I'll bite. I'll do this with you, right? I'll do this with you today. And then we try on browns, and we try on all this other stuff. And then finally, I don't like it, I don't like it, I don't like it. I'm like, okay, great. Can I pick something now? I've only been doing it for 13 years. Can I pick something? And I'll pick a pink. They're like, I'm not gonna like it. I'm like, okay, let's put it on. Let's just put it on. Because that's the best way to try out makeup, is put it on this and that. That doesn't work. Try it on, try it where you're gonna be wearing it, you know? And then what happens is they try on a pinky lipstick and they're like, oh, I love this. I don't think I would like it. You wanna know why you like it? Because most women, our lips are naturally pink. And so when you see that color, and you see that color enhanced, that looks like what's naturally there, you're like, oh, well, all right. And they're like, well, why does it look natural? I'm like, oh, because your lips are pink. So that's truly, when you're looking for like your perfect nudes and your perfect naturals, that's what you want to look for. So I'm actually looking for a tone that's going to mimic that gorgeous tone that's right there in the center of the lip. So that's why you'll see a lot of pinks, you'll see a lot of corals, and that's also why red ends up being such a statement lip for a lot of women, because it's that extra vibrant pop of pink. Like, pink is like that perfect natural, and red is like that perfect nighttime look, you know? And so you'll see that. So especially if you're not a huge person who's into like a lot of color on the lip, start with your pinky brown options, and then graduate into your reds or like your richer berry shades, and you will find success with a lipstick. Because a lot of women do go towards just lip gloss because they feel like it's easier to wear. But as you all know, like, lipstick is truly having a moment right now for makeup, and you're like, I want to be cool, I want to be on trend, and that's a way to do it. So kind of open up your concept and what you've always done, and try something different. Because I tell my clients all the time, and I'm like, if you keep doing the same thing, guess what? You're always going to look the same.
Yes.
And then they're like, oh, don't you have a smart mouth, Lauren? And I'm like, well, I'm just saying. I'm just letting you know. Like, if you keep wearing this color, you're going to continue to look the same. So I'm adding a little bit of lip gloss. I love lip gloss. It's a great way to add a little bit of shine and a little bit of lift. So for a client, this might be all that you need to do. A little under eye concealer, little foundation, blush, and a lip. What do you guys think from side to side?
That's cute.
It's amazing. It's amazing the radiance and just bringing makeup and skincare just brings your natural features out. It's all it does is enhance. Yeah.
And you see what's actually starting to happen now too? Because we've taken because we've taken a little bit of darkness away on the bottom, and there's now a really, really gorgeous natural darkness in the lid. It starts to look like eyeshadow. So there are most days when I walk out of the house and it looks like I have a full face of makeup on and I have no eyeshadow on anywhere. And it's because I'm letting that natural tone that's in my skin come through, as opposed to putting on a lot of makeup. So oftentimes that's a great way to have a nighttime look. So let's give a little bit of love to the eyebrow. Have you guys heard the term brows on fleek? Right?
Yeah.
So no. So we're gonna do eyebrows that make sense for you and make sense for my guys, right? So I always say, like, if you go a little too heavy with your eyebrow, it could look like you're going off to battle, or like you're angry, like you're marching somewhere.
You saying huh all the time.
Right, like, you know, and I will literally have lovely ladies, and you're all lovely, and you're all amazing, and you'll come in and you'll be like, I want your eyebrows. I'm like, you don't want my eyebrows, because my eyebrows are balancing out the bright lip and the big mouth, and that's always moving, you know, and the cheeks and the whole bit. We're gonna give you the eyebrow that makes sense for your face and for your personality. So with brows, one of the easiest and best ways to give a little bit of love to an eyebrow is to actually fill in with the powder. Powder mimics the texture.
You do? Good.
It mimics the texture of hair, and so it looks like fluffy, like hair does. So you can fill in with just a quick powder, especially on an everyday basis, just to give you a little bit of love. And I am following the shape that's naturally hair, but I'm just kind of connecting the dots. Like all those like workbooks that we used to play with where you connect the dots between the hair, just to give a little bit of lift. And you see how that immediately frames the shape of the eye. Very quick.
Wow.
Wow.
And it's quick.
Look at she's got her eyebrows.
You
And it's not, I hope you, and that's the other thing, like, where do you get your eyebrows done? And I'm like, I do it
Different.
myself. And so it's just a little teeny tiny bit. And they were there before, but it's just intensifying them a little teeny tiny bit. And that's what's important, you know? Take a look. So,
You see what I said about, you know, when you're dressed and on one side and no makeup on one